I know there's a couple more people coming, but while we're waiting, I did bring a brochure. It's up here on the table. And so it's going to tell you a little bit about me and some things I'm working on. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on me. I really want to get you guys involved because we've been hearing a lot of talks, and I just felt inwardly that we need to have a doing session. So to start off with, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I am a medium. I'm a past life regression therapist. I'm also an interior designer, my former career, which was great training ground for everything I'm doing right now. And I'm a writer, so I've got 3 of my books here, and I have learned so much about reincarnation that I just had to share. So hence the books. And in the flyer, the first page of the flyer is about the International Association for Reincarnation Studies. We have 4 events: the Reincarnation Symposium, which is around Halloween, and this year is actually on Halloween. We're really excited. We have Bruce Leininger. If you know anything about reincarnation, James Leininger, his son, is the most famous case in the U.S. So Bruce is going to be our keynote speaker. And then that's on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're going to do a presentation about reincarnation cases of the Holocaust, both from the Jewish side and also the SS side. So that's going to be really exciting.
Where will these be?
Pardon?
Where does this take place?
Richmond.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have the location yet, but that's my next task to do. We also have a reincarnation book club, a group regression, and Karma Cafe. Karma Cafe is this Tuesday, and there we have open discussion. We put questions out to the universe. They go into a basket. We never know what question's going to come up. We draw it that night, and then we just have a roundtable discussion about whatever that was. Last month, I had the weirdest thing happen. Monday, the day before Karma Cafe, I had, do you know what an ITC is? Instrumental telecommunication. I had an ITC. I was balancing my checkbook, and all of a sudden words appeared. Not just words, a quote. I look up the quote. The quote is by Gandhi. And unbeknownst to me, because I never know what the question is going to be for Karma Cafe, his quote applied to our question. So
when it appeared, you mean while you were balancing your checkbook, it appeared in writing or in front of your face?
So I was using the calculator on my iPad. So I have a picture of it. I screenshot it, and if you want to see it afterwards, I'll be happy to show it to you. It's like, oh man, I got evidence. This the second time I've had a ITC. The first one was way long time ago, and I didn't have a camera. It was way before cell phones. I wasn't able to document that one, but 2 other people witnessed it. So, but this time I got to document it. That was fun. Okay, so.
What does ITC stand for again?
Instrumental telecommunication. Oh, transcommunication, sorry. All right, I need a volunteer. Who wants to be a volunteer? Okay, come on. What's your name again?
Mike.
Mike, okay. Come up here. You need your hands free.
Okay.
Hold it, don't look into it. Okay. So I also teach intuitive development, psi development. And so I like to do a warm-up before we get into the actual thing that we're going to do. This is our warm-up. You're holding the box. There are several items in the box. Now you all can also do the same exercise. You're going to see if you can sense, know what is in the box. Okay? And you're going to do this too. This is different from remote viewing. This is more psi work. And so what you want to focus on is think of how many items are in the box. First thing that comes to your head, don't argue with it. Just allow it to come up. How many items? Notice if you pick up any colors. Got any colors? Again, don't argue with it. Give your vivid imagination permission. Colors, shapes. Notice what shapes come up to you. And maybe even textures. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for just a moment and allow you to focus on it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, we did that out of ordinary consciousness. Now what I want to do is step up your conscious awareness just a little bit. The easiest way I know to do that is to say, in me, as me, through me. Divine love, show me what is for my highest good. So I'm going to ask those 4 questions again. Quantity, color, shape, texture, and now this time you might even get specifics about whatever those objects are. We go in and out of many states of consciousness all the time, whether we realize it or not. But today what we're doing is bringing our awareness to that. And with practice, we can go into quantum consciousness, which is what we consider above gamma even. Now, hold those thoughts. Maybe you got a little bit more information about what you were perceiving was in the box. Now I'm going to go one step further. There's a stronger preparation that I like to use, and it is, I release all worries, doubts, and fears. I radiate the light from my heart center. Only light can come to me. Only light can be here. I ask to go beyond time and space into areas of truth for whatever information is for my highest good and greatest joy. And now focus once again on the objects in the box. How many people were able to pick something up? Just anything, something. Okay, a few. All right. Now, Michael. Okay, I'm going to give you an advantage.
I'll take it.
All right. So, again, you know, getting out of our ordinary states of consciousness gives us another level of awareness. Dan Drazen talks about thinking of a person who's blind. So in holding the box, did you feel sort of blind to what was in the box?
Blind to?
Uh-huh. Or were you picking up what was in the box?
I think I had an assumption before I even held the box.
Ooh.
And it's been hard to get rid of that assumption.
Do you want to share?
I was just picturing these square cars.
We'll see. Okay.
And I don't think that's right. It's just I can't get that out of
I've made, don't look.
Oh, I looked, sorry.
Don't look. Okay, with your hand, you can put your hand in the box. Now, by putting his hand in the box but not looking at it, he gets another level of awareness.
Am I supposed to touch things?
Sure. Yeah, you're allowed. You're getting do you feel like what you're touching is close to what you were sensing?
Well, one thing is, but there are many
Yeah.
things,
How many people got 3 items? How many people got 4? Oh, you want to open the box?
Oh, to show people what's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Take things out?
Yay.
Okay. So, this is the thing I came closest to.
How many people got something rectangular or square? This is a little pig, if you can't figure that out. I was born in the year of the pig, and this is the year of the horse. I'm Chinese, so I had to throw pig in. This was my confusion item. Tangled yarn. Yeah. How many people got something like those items?
So, the only thing I had was like a square thing, but it was just a cardboard thing, and I pictured there were like 15 of them. So that's
All right, you were getting there. You were getting there. What did you get over here?
I got
Yellow and orange? Oh, yellow and orange. How about that? How about over here? Yeah, go ahead.
I also got yellow and orange, and then I was like something like hair, and I now see that the yarn is like.
It's kind of like hair. Yeah. The reason why I carry these little balls of yarn around, I crochet, and so I keep the leftovers, and for me that's like a metaphor for life. We pick up thoughts, beliefs, and we entangle them. So we don't see each individual belief clearly. But like a ball of yarn, you can untangle that, and you can untangle your thoughts as well. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much.
Can I sit down?
You can sit down now. Now what I want, oh, wait a minute, you stay here. And I want someone else to join him in the other chair. No, not you, you know him. Someone who does not know Michael. Okay, come on. I already forgot your name. I'm terrible with names.
Okay, Amber.
Amber, yes. I knew it was something pretty, but I couldn't remember what it was. Okay, you guys face each other. And I want you guys to have a partner as well. So pick a partner, someone you don't know preferably. Are you left over? Oh, okay, good. Ben can play.
I love this title because this is from
Yes.
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse
I
Five.
love this.
I know. And my book came out the same time he put it out. That his whole path. Same year, 2000.
So I love it. Feel like it describes people. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, let me have your attention, please. This is going to be the hardest part for you, to not say anything. What you're going to do is observe one another. So, partner A, partner B, establish that. Partner A is going to be the witness, the observer. Partner B is going to just breathe for 2 minutes.
What does A do?
Observe. Partner A is going to observe. Partner B is going to just breathe. And then we'll switch. I'll give you 2 minutes and then we're going to switch. And do not,
Do we leave our eyes open or close it?
it's up to you. Yeah, no, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, first of all, take a nice deep breath. I feel some, yeah. So take a nice deep breath. What I want you to observe, we will put a slight intention to this, is what I want you to observe is something that feels magnificent about this person. Just that word magnificent. Okay, so go. No, don't say anything. Just observe. And partner B, just breathe. One more minute. Now stop. And then, you know how when you erase a chalkboard, erase the chalkboard of your mind. Erase the chalkboard of your mind, clear your mind, in other words. Now switch. Partner B will be the observer. Partner A will just sit there, breathe, and let go of your thoughts as best you can. I know there's some monkey minds in here, but that's okay too.
Do the same thing that they did before.
Yeah, you're going to breathe now. She's
No, I
going-
was breathing, so now I'm observing it.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm supposed to,
So you're observing.
okay, but I'm observing for what's magnificent.
Anything magnificent that you can pick up about your partner. One more minute. Okay, good. Now you can talk. Now you can share with your partner what you experienced. I'll give you a couple minutes and then we'll come back.
I felt taller, like taller than normal. Like my vision, like if I close my eyes, I feel clear. Like I felt like. I don't know. I haven't meditated much, but I try and like practice I say like positive affirmations to myself in the morning, like stuff like that. What about you? I know like Hinduism mantra, which is really fun. It's the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Because I don't know why it feels like people I've always wondered, is it that I've never done it?
Okay, let's wrap it up. Sounds like you picked up quite a bit. That is awesome. I'm going to have the two people up here share first. David and Amber, I want you to share what you experienced. Michael, I keep calling you David.
No,
No,
No, in my head I call it,
yeah. So maybe in another life I know you as David. So share what you experienced, Michael. Share what you experienced about Amber.
So I was telling Amber,
closer to your.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So I was telling Amber that words, are never, I was using a bunch of words to try to approximate what I'm experiencing. And so I was trying to find words like certain kind of vulnerability, genuineness, openness, purity, innocence. Those are approximations to what I'm trying to get at.
Awesome. Okay, happy to.
I was also having a hard time finding words to describe what I was getting.
So I can tell you're already in a little bit of an altered state. You notice how low their voices are? If you just speak up a little bit.
I was having a hard time finding words for what I was trying to describe, but
Tom,
the energy.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Tom,
We can't hear. We
Tom.
can't hear.
I'm sorry.
we need your attention.
The energy that I was picking up was that he was very grounded. Like, I felt like within my body, I didn't get to say this, but within my body, it felt like I was like tied to the earth. I don't know how else to explain that.
That's a great description.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling in that moment.
Awesome.
Anyone else want to share? Yeah.
I got a sense of calm certainty about him, about his connection to the work. And I also saw this interesting smile, and I got a flash of him doing improv.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. How about you, Richard?
Well, the thing I noticed was she had a smile on her face, and it was consistent, and I felt like, boy, I was happy to see that, I was imagining myself in the future if I could have a smile in my future. I really like that.
Awesome.
Anyone else want to share? I think Tom and his partner want to share. Hey, Tom,
I'm sorry.
share with the group. Share with the group what you observed about your partner.
Telling me?
Yes. He's hard of hearing too, that's why he yelled.
It's me. I've been
He
distracted
was
the whole
talking in my ear
time.
when he was trying to talk to me. I could barely hear when only one person was talking.
I know.
What I observed about Jeff was that what I intuited was a very, very powerful sense of balance between right and left brain function. That is, obviously he was, when I gave my talk the other day, he was there, and I think the 5 minute sign had already come up, and Jeff asked, why the hell don't you get to your point here to talk, which
I didn't phrase it that way.
he was more polite, but.
Oh, too funny.
So, but what I got was that that this sense of balance is not, it's natural, but it's also very, very consciously presented within him, in his life, in his thought, and being open to all sorts of right brain things, and I got that from body language, the left brain component, because he was holding his left hand above his right when he had his hands together, and then when he put his hands like this, he had his left forefinger above his right and his left thumb above his right. So, anyway, that's what I got, and apparently he feels like it.
And how about you, Jeff? What did you observe?
So for Tom, there were a few different dimensions of it, parts of which aren't really well described in words, but I'll try. One is that, independent of the physical, which is not what I'm talking about here, that there was a tremendous symmetry to him at a core level, called a spiritual level or a soul level or whatever, but a tremendous symmetry that you can think of as being from the future to past, inward and outward, right? That level of symmetry. the other was that he's not bound by sharp edges. That there's a part that's at the center that is clearly tongue, and you go far enough away, there's a part that's clearly not tongue. But it's not like you go tom, not tom, right? Like it's not sharp like that. It is a graceful, soft edge
Wow.
to what he is.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Now,
Yeah, I mean, well, the third aspect was sort of how to illustrate that, saying that if one were to try to draw an appropriate portrait of him, you would not draw the lines, you would draw the shadows, you would draw the
love it.
representations that
Wow.
are the impact of him as opposed to the.
Yeah. I love it in holotropic breath work. You actually take whatever you experience and you go right into artwork and manifest it that way, because you can actually express more in art than we can in words. But that's.
I think both of us felt that the other had a pretty accurate assessment.
Awesome. And I love different things that everyone has said. I forgot to mention that the quantum consciousness experience comes from Peter Smith's work. Peter Smith was the president of the Michael Newton Institute, and Dr. Newton was his mentor for all those years. And Peter began having experiences that were beyond the Newton work. And so he called it quantum consciousness. And unbeknownst to me that he was writing this in 2015, I had already been having quantum consciousness experiences. I didn't know how to label them. My first one was in 2002, when I found Peter's book, and it just so happened that one of his practitioners and developers of the quantum consciousness experience had just moved to Richmond. This is how my life is working now. These things, we think they're coincidences. They are not. And so I got to have a QCE experience. But 2024, I got to train with Peter. I didn't want to give you too much information about it, because sometimes information blocks you. But he was one of our speakers at the Reincarnation Symposium. That video is on our YouTube channel, the International Association for Reincarnation Studies, IR's YouTube channel. And so he covers it so well. In fact, that's one of his best talks about QCE. So I highly recommend you watch that talk, read his book. And now we're ready to go on. Before we go to the next part, though, what I want to bring up is that word magnificent. Who felt uncomfortable with that word magnificent? Huh? A little bit, yeah. I mean, there's no judgment. It's just an unawareness and isness. But Peter uses that word instead of your soul, your highest self. Now, if I had said to you, look at your partner's highest self, you probably would have felt, whoa, I'm not ready for this crap. But magnificence, it's a stepstone to that. But what you're really doing is looking at your partner's higher self. And you know what? It's even better. Part of the quantum consciousness experience is the observer effect. Your partner is reflecting back to you who you are. Isn't that cool? What you saw in your partner is also you. You resonate with certain aspects of an individual. It can change moment to moment, but in this moment, that's the aspect that you were experiencing. So thank you both for being volunteers. Now,
Why don't you tell the story of how you and I met?
Oh, I'll save that to the end, because I don't want to lose track of time. And this next one is going to take a little bit more experience. So you ready?
All right,
Okay, I
You're not doing this to get extra time, are you?
I tested Richard before he, earlier today. And so the way I tested him is I used the O-ring. Are you familiar with the O-ring? It's a form of self-kinesiology. So I touched his forehead. I asked permission to touch his forehead. The forehead, the third eye, seems to be the keyhole to the soul. So I asked his soul, I didn't tell him what I was asking, but I asked his soul, do I have permission to talk with you today? And on the O-ring, I have to put the thing down. You make an O with your non-dominant hand with the little finger and the thumb, and with the index finger and the thumb, you make like a infinity thing. So first I ask, can I speak with my soul? And if you hold the first hand together, that's a yes. If you can't hold them together, that's a no. And sometimes you'll feel like, oh, wait a minute, it's holding, no, it wants to pull apart. That's what I call the wobble. So I got a strong yes when I was, asking him, even though he didn't know what it was, but his soul knew. And this is the kind of medium that I am. I connect with a person's soul, and it guides me through the whole process, including when I'm doing regression work. It guides me through that process. I don't follow all the scripts that I was taught in training. What happens is that person's soul will sort of give me a clue about which one of the scripts or tools that I've learned. And sometimes I get to learn a new one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, I want you, don't tell me about it, but I just want you to think of a positive experience. So positive it gives you a smile on your face. Did you notice how he smiled just before I said it? That's his soul talking to me. I didn't know I was going to say that. But that's his soul talking to me, and then the smile came up. All right, so you got that experience? Okay, now put it on the back burner. Just pin it for a second. Now the next thing I want you to do is think of a decision point. It can be in the past of this lifetime. It could be about a decision that you have coming up for the future. Do you remember any past lives? No. Okay, so we won't go there. But we could do this with past lives as well. In quantum consciousness, we go beyond the thing about time is linear, and you can't change the past. And you can do this because we're going into that realm of consciousness which is beyond time and space. In that invocation I did, we asked to go beyond time and space into areas of truth. And man, that's powerful. Okay, so you got a decision point? Okay. I want you to really feel that decision point, not just, thoughts in your head. Feel it. Now I want you to put a pin in that. Okay? Now come back to that feeling of magnificence with your partner.
Mine or her? Mine or
Both.
hers?
It's both. Yeah. She is the reflection of you. You are the reflection of her. So either one, it doesn't make any difference. See, quantum is bigger. There's not all these, parameters. Okay, so you got that energy? Hold that energy. A lot of times when we're doing things, when we're trying to make decisions, we try to make them from our left brain, okay, analyze, blah, 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 pro list, con list. But when we come into our higher self and we ask our higher self, what is for the highest good for me to do in this particular decision, we might get a whole different realm of thoughts. Okay, so now bring up that decision point again. and go back a little bit, like you can rewind before that decision point came up. And just like you all had the opportunity to come here, to go to the other thing, maybe even to walk around the grounds, we have all these possibilities. In the past, there were all those possibilities as well. So this is what I'm asking you to go before that decision point was put on your plate. And that's where all those possibilities are available to you. So the exercise we're doing now is an alternate reality. At that moment before the decision point, you have a knowing that this decision is coming forward to you. Now look at several possibilities and choose one. And don't talk about it, just choose it and think about it and got it? Okay. Now I want you to fast forward in that alternate reality. Move forward as if it is happening. And notice what's happening with that choice. Notice how you feel about that choice and how it plays out. Got it? Okay. Now go back, rewind again, go back to that moment before the decision, when there were all those other possibilities. Choose a different possibility. Got that one?
Got that one too.
Okay, all right, now, like before, move forward in the line of that possibility and notice what happens. Oh, see?
Already did that.
Yeah, you got this. Yeah. All right. Now, will you share what you experienced?
Sure.
I got offered to go to a place with a person I don't know very well. And it's it's a place I'd like to go. But I don't know this person well, so it's like, hey, you gotta go where you want, but it's way in the future, or not way in the future, 9 months, right? So, are you even gonna be talking to this person in 9 months? That kind of thing. So it's, scary, we're like exchanging passport information, all this other stuff, right? So when you barely know. So, anyway, that's sort of the rub, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go to Machu Picchu or something like that, But, so in a week, right? Could go, anything could happen, right?
So in the first alternate reality that you experienced and you went into the future, what happened in that one?
Well, the first one's very good, right? I gotta go somewhere. I'm not gonna go there at any other time in my life. It's a once in a lifetime, task or opportunity,
And in the second one, what happened there?
Well, it's just, traveling with another human being is difficult. Right? Potentially stay in the same room, you guys are all doing that today. So, and this is 9 months in the future, so if anything skizzes out here, we're gonna have some, right, we're gonna have some issues and have to untwine that. But so that's both of them. The idea that I get to go is just an honor. The alternative is just it could be sloppy if it doesn't happen, right?
Yeah. Did anybody pick up that he was having emotions about this decision point? I was picking up some emotions. What were you feeling?
I was feeling exactly that. Like this could be like,
Oh.
or it could be like, oh shit. But most likely it's, you're still gonna go to Machu Picchu.
Cool.
Either way, you know, you'll be there, but you're hoping it would be.
All right, so I'm going to ask you to do something to help you have a little bit more discernment about that.
Okay.
Take a breath. Come into that magnificence. Do you mind if I touch your forehead? I also do energy work. So I just want to activate his inner eye. I feel warmth at my fingertips. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, on a scale of 0 to 100, just the first number that pops into your head.
Okay.
What number?
78.
78. Woo! That's real good. In my psi work, we look at future events. Possibility, probability, predictability. Possibility registers 0 to 33. Probability registers 33 to 66. Predictability registers 66 to 100. So, you know, it's obviously your choice, your free will, but boy, there's a lot of energy around you going.
I'm going. It's just a matter if it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, you make it what you make it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Anyone else want to try? We've got time. Want to try doing an alternate reality? Don't be shy. Want to all do it together? Let's do a group one.
We have 5 minutes.
Oh, 5? Oh, sorry. So let me not do another one, because that would take a little bit longer. Any questions about what we've done so far? Yeah.
Carol, I didn't understand the questions you posed originally.
Just now?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to find out was, because he was looking at a decision in the future, I wanted to find out what the potential of that decision was. So I asked him on a scale of 0 to 100, any number that popped into his mind. Now, he didn't know what I was doing.
No, I meant before, when he first sat down, he answered a couple of questions presented.
Yeah. I asked him to think of a decision point.
Okay.
We went before the decision point and then had him look at different possibilities for that decision. So he looked at 2 different decision points, and and then could you feel when I was doing the energy work at your third eye? Could you feel something? I did that because I knew that would help you get that number faster. You know, you might struggle. You might say, oh, this is my imagination, you know, but I knew if I did a little energy work with your third eye, it was just like, you know, like clearing the mirror. So thank you for that. I'll come back to what Tom was talking about. When I first moved to Richmond, a friend of mine who was Baptist had a friend at her Baptist church who had a radio show. She knew I was a little different, and she said, I think you're going to like this radio show. It was Stephen Hawley Martin. And so he talked about all kinds of metaphysical things. And, you know, 20 years ago, that was not the easiest thing to talk about here in Richmond. It's kind of a conservative town. It's changing a lot. But Stephen kept having this one person on his show, Taliesin St. Clair, 1 minute thing. Anyway, I said to Stephen, I need to talk to that person. I get an email from Tom, and it turns out that he's really Tom and a lawyer, and we've been friends ever since, and come to find out we were brothers in another lifetime. So pay attention. And thank you so much for playing with me today.